Hi. So the fundamental concept of rifing is to hit the resonant frequency of different areas of the body. This can be cells, tissues, or even whole organs. So there's thousands of frequencies in the body that we resonate with. The main key to understand is that each frequency is unique and has a different effect. The way we find these frequencies is by dowsing and finding the correct tones. So what that looks like is scrolling through a tone generator to find the right frequency. It's just like tuning an instrument, but instead of adjusting a guitar string to the right tension, we're adjusting a sine wave to the correct frequency. We use a sine wave because it's the purest tone, and that's important because if we were to use a different wave, like a square wave, then we'd have a bunch of harmonics that we wouldn't want, because that would degrade the frequency that we want, because what we're looking for is one frequency, and that is key. So a rife machine can go from 0 hertz all the way up to hundreds of kilohertz, or thousands of kilohertz, so 1 megahertz. And this is far outside the typical realm of audio or binaural beats territory. And this is important to remember because we're using an electromagnet. We're not limited by either the human hearing or the limits of sound, because sound has a roll off. So sound in air starts having massive attenuation or decrease in power at around 100 kilohertz. That's about the limit of tweeters as well, and conventional audio equipment. And conventional audio equipment, I say, but it's really special equipment that has their high pass filter removed, so it can go to higher frequencies. So when we're doing rifing, what we want to see is the body vibrating. This can be many things. When we find the correct frequency, you typically will have a notice of deep breath and a vibrating of a particular part of the body. So if you're working on, say, the liver, you'll feel your liver start to vibrate or have a strange feeling, or there's many different ways that this can be felt, and to try to cover each one is hard because the feeling is different for every person. They describe it differently. And so it's kind of hard to say, but generally they're very relaxing, at least the frequencies that we're trying to target. So it's important that we target these frequencies, because if we target, say, frequencies that awaken us, like 21.5 hertz or 40 hertz or gamma, then we start to lose out on the effectiveness. Now, there is a whole bunch of research out there that says we should be using these frequencies to accelerate ourselves, but that, in my mind, is detrimental, because what we're ultimately going for is the Buddha's transcendence. And the way we do that is through relaxation, mindfulness, and trying to stay within our body and not try to leave it, not to try to escape reality. So my hypothesis on how it affects different people. So if you have an insensitive person, say that they're not very connected to their body, there's many different ways we can say this, but let's just say, people that aren't mindful, it's hard, but basically my hypothesis for how effective it is how sick a person is in a particular area and how they feel it. So I have not proven that hypothesis on that sensitive people are more effective, but I have seen reports of people being shocked by the results. And these results are almost always positive, but they have to understand what's going on. Because if you just play something that makes, their face go doing, and it resonates for a long time, they don't really know what's happening. And I think that's important to understand, because if you just do this in a crowd of people and you say you're treating tachycardia or irregular heartbeat, then that's going to throw off some people with tachycardia. And it's important to remember that if people don't understand why their body is vibrating like this, then they're going to ignore it and try to stop it. But if you understand it and you're looking for it, that's when this becomes really effective. And that's important to understand. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments or give me a call. Thank you. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.